Now this morning I thought I'd make a simple breakfast, something quick, delicious, and you know, really you can have this any time during the day as a snack. It's egg in bread. Now that's not to be confused with egg bread. That's a delicious thing as well, breakfast recipe. I've got a video for that. This one's slightly different, it's egg in bread. So for making this egg in the bread, what we're going to need is some bread. Now I've got white, thick sliced, but you could use wholemeal, brown, whichever one you like. Just any bread you got, try and get it thick sliced or cut it thick sliced if you're using it from a loaf. Now I've also got some eggs. These are large eggs because you're going to put an egg in there, you might as well put a large one in. I've got some butter. Now we're going to use that to butter the bread on both sides. Also I've got some extra virgin olive oil. Now I'm going to use that because we're not going to use much. What I'm going to do is just add a little bit to the pan. It just helps to stop the egg from sticking to the pan. So, you know, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil if you've got it. Then cookie cutters or biscuit cutters. Now I'm going to use that to cut out the bread because it will make a nice shape, you know, very defined. Otherwise, if you haven't got any of those, just use your fingers and make a hole. So that's all we're going to need for making it up. Now what I'm going to do is start by cutting a hole out the bread, and then we're going to butter it, go over to the hob and get on with the cooking. So now I've got the bread all buttered up on both sides, ready to go. Now I've got a small non-stick frying pan. I'm just going to do one of these at a time. Now I'm going to switch the heat on. Now I'm going to do mine on, I would say, fairly lowish. So, you know, put the heat on about fairly low, because what you don't want to do is really burn the bread. So just get it going and then we can turn it over and drop the egg in there. That's it. So I'm just going to place that in there like that. So I've had mine in there for about a minute. Now what I am going to do is just gently flip it over. Then I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil in the middle, just a little tads. Like that. Grab my egg, crack that in there. Try and get no shell in there, and try not to break the egg either. I'm just going to add a little pinch of salt to that. That's it. Now I've had mine in there for about 2 minutes. You can see it's starting to go nicely white. Now this should allow us, if we're careful, just to flip this. So you want to be gentle. Now what I will do is just add a little tiny bit again of olive oil and lift that up. Just I want to make sure the egg doesn't stick. So leave that, I would say probably no more than about a minute, depending how you like your egg done. You can always touch it, and it's a little bit wobbly, see, so that's still runny, but serve it up straight away after about a minute or so. So I'll leave mine for a minute and then we'll go and try it. So I've left mine for about a minute, and you can see if I press down that, just a little bit wobbly. So switch the heat off, let's take it over the table, serve it up, get stuck in. So let's just carefully slide that off and see how it is inside. Oh, it looks delish. Let's just cut into that. Look at that, you've got a nice runny egg there. Beautiful. Oh, lovely. I mean, obviously, if you wanted yours, so what, you know, it's hard, just cook for another 30 seconds or maybe a minute more. And let me just try this. Oh, delish. Really lovely. A little bit of salt, and you get the hint of the olive oil as well, and obviously the butter on the bread. So simple to do. Oh, look at that. And really, if you wanted to, you could serve it up a little bit of bacon. That'd be nice. So before I go, thanks for watching my videos, all the comments, the ratings, I look out for those. If you like what I do and you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button because I really do appreciate that. See you on the next video, The Original Naked Chef.